With a bat in hand and fire in his eyes, he walked out to the pitch like a king entering his throne room. No helmet, no fear, just pure confidence. They called him the Master Blaster, but he was more than a batsman. He was a movement, a revolution, a symbol of Caribbean pride that stood tall against the world. This is the story of Sir Vivian Richards, the man who changed cricket forever, and the life he built beyond the boundary. Born in St. John's, Antigua, on March 7, 1952, Vivian Richards grew up with big dreams and humble beginnings. The son of a prison guard and a devoted mother, young Viv learned early that greatness isn't inherited. It's earned. In the dusty fields of Antigua, barefoot and bold, he began crafting the skill and swagger that would one day captivate millions. From the Caribbean to England, from local leagues to the world stage, Richards carried with him the soul of an island and the fire of a generation, ready to prove its worth. At 19, Viv made his first-class debut for the Leeward Islands, and it wasn't long before destiny came calling. By 1974, he was playing for the West Indies, a team that would dominate world cricket for nearly 2 decades. In just his second test against India in New Delhi, Richards smashed an unbeaten 192, an early warning to bowlers everywhere. This was no ordinary player. And then came 1975, the inaugural Cricket World Cup. On the grandest stage, Richards' sharp fielding turned the tide against Australia, helping the West Indies lift their first-ever trophy. It wasn't just a win, it was the birth of an era. But 1976 would be the year that defined him. Over 1,700 runs in 11 tests. 7 centuries, an average of 90. No batsman since had combined such power with grace, such swagger with steel. When Viv Richards walked to the crease, chewing gum, bat raised, eyes locked on the bowler, even the fiercest paceman felt a tremor. He didn't just play cricket, he performed it. As the 1980s dawned, Richards became more than just a player. He became a leader. Appointed captain in 1984, he led the West Indies to an unbeaten record, 50 test matches without losing a series. His leadership wasn't just tactical, it was spiritual. He embodied Caribbean pride at a time when the region needed heroes. Viv played without a helmet, staring down fast bowlers like Dennis Lilly and Jeff Thompson, sending a message heard far beyond the boundary. The Caribbean will not bow down. His 189 not out against England in 1984 remains one of the most destructive innings in one-day history, and his partnership with Ian Botham at Somerset became the stuff of legend. Fierce on the field, inseparable off it. When asked about fear, Viv once said, "If you show fear, you've already lost. I play my game, my way." That attitude made him not just a cricketer, but a cultural symbol of confidence, defiance, and dignity. When the roar of the crowd faded, Viv Richards didn't fade with it. He transformed, from sportsman to statesman, serving as consultant for teams like the Delhi Daredevils and the Quetta Gladiators, lending his wisdom to the next generation. He became a respected voice in cricket commentary for BBC and Sony Sports, his insight as sharp as ever, and his charisma brought him brand partnerships with global names, from Slazenger Bats to Hyatt Regency and the Lanka Premier League. Off the field, Sir Viv lives a life of comfort and Caribbean charm. His home in St. John's, Antigua, spans over 6,600 square feet, surrounded by lush gardens, fruit trees, and views of the ocean he grew up near. A house not built for luxury, but for legacy. For Viv Richards, greatness was never just about runs or records. It was about responsibility. Through the Sir Vivian Richards Foundation, he's helped underprivileged youth across the Caribbean find hope through sport. His Sir Viv at 70 fundraiser raise thousands for local health care, proving that his heart is as powerful as his bat ever was. He also serves as ambassador for the American University of Antigua College of Medicine, advocating education and opportunity across borders. At home, he remains a devoted family man, husband to Viv Richards, father to 2 children, and proud dad to Indian designer Masaba Gupta, born from his relationship with actress Neena Gupta. Their enduring respect and family bond remind us that beyond fame lies humanity. From the dusty fields of St. John's to the grand arenas of the world, Sir Vivian Richards played not for fortune, but for pride. He showed the world that the Caribbean spirit cannot be contained. It roars, it dances, it wins. Today, with a net worth of over $20 million, a lasting legacy, and generations inspired by his fire, Richards remains a living legend, proof that true greatness isn't measured by numbers, but by impact. So as we look back on the journey of Sir Vivian Richards, the fearless, the masterful, the unforgettable, one truth remains. Cricket may have made him famous, but character made him immortal. If you were inspired by the story of Sir Viv Richards, hit that like button, subscribe for more legendary stories, and tell us, what does greatness mean to you?